It's me, it's Queen Oseharu, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, guys, I wanted to make sure that you guys know that there is a community section under my channel, under everybody's channel. And if you click on my community section, you will get the chance to see all of my favorite costumes from BronyCon. I posted my favorite ones, so go there if you want to check them out. Also, I bought two cool items at BronyCon. The first item I bought was this Harry Potter bag. Of course, I go to a My Little Pony convention and find Harry Potter merch. My favorite fandom, as you guys know. So I found this cool bag that I can keep my Harry Potter tarot cards in. There's the Hogwarts crest. There's Ron and Hermione and of course Harry. And I just thought it was so cute. And it's the same on both sides. So I just thought it was really cute. I thought it was adorable. I love it. I love the looks on their face. And I thought it was really good luck to find this. My favorite fandom. And secondly, I found another Harry Potter item. Now, I wanted to tell you that this one I got from a Etsy shop called Magic Craft. They had a table at BronyCon. And this is always Professor Snape's famous line from the Harry Potter books and movies. So I thought it was cool. She makes these plastic license plates. And they have always on them with the Deathly Hallows. They also had Gryffindor, Slytherin, different colors. She had a bunch of these, like stacks of these. And I thought it was really cool, and she had them for different fandoms. So if you want to check them out and see if she has your favorite fandom, the name of the shop is called Magic Craft. And I'm going to leave it underneath this video. But it's etsy.com/shop/magiccraft. And magic is spelled MAJIK, Magic Craft. So I'm going to leave this underneath the video so you guys can check it out in case you're interested. So today we're going to talk about an Aquarius issue. A gentleman, a Gemini, said to me that he's in a relationship with an Aquarius woman. And they have a good relationship. They get along pretty effortlessly. They don't have a problem in that area. They've been seeing each other for a few years now. But they do have one major issue that's making him wonder if this relationship is right for him. The Aquarius female does not like going to family events with him. And the Gemini is very close to his family. He's very family orientated. They do a lot of stuff together. Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, birthdays, barbecues, graduations, prom. They do so many different things together. And he was saying to me, Queen, how can I be with her and she doesn't like to be with my family? And my family is such a big part of my life. So I'm like, dude, first of all, how does she feel about your family? And he's like, well, she doesn't really like them that much and doesn't really know them that well. And I'm like, dude, Aquarius are not fake. She's not going to want to sit up in your grandmama house eating, deviled eggs, knowing that she don't really care for these people like that. And I kept asking him questions. I was like, what is your family like? And he said they're not awful, but they're not the best. They're kind of dysfunctional, kind of chatty, kind of drama-y, Every once in a while, something pops off stupid and everybody gets involved and it's a big argument. And he said that he noticed that during those times, she gets very distant and very quiet. And I'm like, well, Aquarius really don't like that. So she's probably out of respect for you, just trying to stay out of it. So she doesn't want to go to these family events and get in no dumb shit. Quite frankly, Aquarius isn't like that. And he said that she doesn't have a big family of her own. She doesn't really do a lot of things with her family. So she's just not into that. That's not really something she was raised with. It's just not her thing. And if his family was less troublesome, whatever the word is, I think that she probably would go at that point. But if they're catty and, drama filled and stuff like that, she just doesn't want to be bothered with it. Aquarius don't like that. I mean, we're criticized a lot for that. We're criticized a lot for not being able to and refusing to be in situations that we feel uncomfortable or be around people we don't like or don't have a connection to. Aquarius will flat out refuse. And it's not because we're being shady or we're being, any kind of way. It's because it's uncomfortable for us. Some signs can handle that. And Aquarius a lot of times are extroverted, so we like people. We a lot of times we will like people. We will like going places. Some of us more so than others. But the problem is that if we don't like the people, and you're telling me from what he was telling me, it don't sound like she like his family that much. It sounds like she's being polite to them. She's not trying to start no static, but she doesn't really care for them. She thinks that they're fucked up, quite frankly. And he does too, but he still is around them because they're his family. So he's like, he wants the Aquarius to just, suck it up and do the same thing. And the Aquarius is refusing. And as an Aquarius, I can understand why she's refusing, and I would probably refuse too. I don't like that energy either. So this is my thing. You said, why does she do it? That's why she does it. It's not something that she's used to, and she doesn't care for these people. Number one. Number two, is it a deal breaker? That's a more interesting question, because honestly, it's only a deal breaker if that's something that is important to you. You've said that family is important to you, being family oriented is important to you. So if it's important enough to you that you can see yourself leaving her to find a woman who's more, in that way, then yeah, it's a deal breaker. But every person is going to answer that question differently. If it was me, it wouldn't be a deal breaker. If my significant other didn't like doing family events, I would go by myself. And the reason why it wouldn't bother me is because I would rather be alone with my family anyway. I like doing things by myself, and I like being alone with my family. So I would much rather have that dynamic. If they didn't want to go, I would just tell them, oh, I'll take the kids. Don't even worry about it. Just stay home and relax. Watch a football game. And I'll take the kids myself. That would be me, because it's not a big deal to me. I don't really care. You see? And in your case, it sounds like you do really care. And you were saying to me, like, what about if you have children and things along those lines? You're going to want her to go to these events and the christenings and things along those lines. So it sounds like to me, it is more important to you than it would be to somebody like myself. So if that's that important to you that you can see yourself letting her go because of it, then I would say yes. But if it was me, I wouldn't do that. I would just move on. Because you've had this issue for years and it's gone unresolved all this time. And now, naturally you want to resolve it. But I would just let it go. If she don't want to go, I just wouldn't make her go. And if we had children, I would take the children and keep it moving. And I would leave it at that. Because at the end of the day, if you meet a person that you love, if you meet a person that you have a great relationship with, if you meet a person that's good to you, not cheating on you, you meet a person who is reciprocal with you, who's giving, and you throw that away because she doesn't like going to family events, it seems like to me she has a lot more pros than cons. And if it was me, I would look at that. I would weigh that. And by looking at it, it seems to me like the only thing that you don't like is that she doesn't want to be around other people, but she wants to be around you. She's good to you. She's a good person. She just doesn't want to be caught up in your family's drama. So if it was me, no, it wouldn't be a deal breaker. But you have to do something. You have to close your eyes. And I saw this on the notebook. You have to close your eyes and picture your life. Picture your life in 10 years. And picture yourself standing there at the barbecue with your kids and your wife is home watching football. Your wife is home listening to music. Your wife is out shopping with her girlfriends. Does that really bother you? Is that something that's really going to get to you? Or can you take the kids, bring her back a piece of cake, and keep on moving? That's going to be the question. And I can't tell you the answer to that because for all of us, it's going to be different. You sound like it is important to you, But I think you have a good deal. I think you have a good woman. And I think that nobody's perfect. And if it was me, it wouldn't break the deal. Not that one thing. Okay? All right, guys. I'm out of here. So if you want to contact me, all my information will be underneath this video. Okay? See you later.